I have got it. I have started the recording.
Awesome. Here we fucking go, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
My good friend, Dr. Richard Kimball.
Getting off a good start with a timely, what the fuck is that movie
Fugitive
called?
reference.
The Fugitive reference.
Yeah.
I've seen U.S. Marshals more than The Fugitives.
I have seen them equal numbers of times. None.
Remember when Robert Downey Jr. was a bad guy in that movie?
No, considering I just said I haven't seen it.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, if you haven't read the video title, today we are watching the masterful Fate.
That's a word.
Unlimited Blade Works
Fate's
movie.
Day Night, produced by none other than
Studio
Dean.
Oh, I hate the fucking color design already. It looks like this is so much better than what the show looks like already. Like just the frame count's better, but and like the models are better, and I hate how they look.
This looks like cheap hentai.
I mean, yes, I mean it's colored that way.
No, that's so accurate. I'm gonna see like a pixelated dick in a sec.
Oh god, don't touch Shiro.
Right now we are in a speedrun mode. We are going to speedrun through the story.
Yep. You know, this is the thing that every version of Fate, like even Unlimited Blade Works, the show that's good, fuck up, is that just nobody fucking explains anything about Shiro. Like, we don't know what he's doing. We don't know what his, like, frame of reference is for anything. He's just, like, there, and it's just, like, he's got all of this fucking backstory, and it's just...
Yeah. And it's also...
Why Rin isn't the main character?
Yeah, and it's also that Shiro, like, just so happens to be the adopted, like, son of...
the Fate Zero protagonist.
Yeah, him.
Like that's gonna be the most fun thing to do. Oh my god, this is my favorite. Is fucking Archer, who's just this fucking bastard.
That's just Dante from Devil May Cry.
Yes, exactly.
Let's see
no, not the exposition.
Oh no. Get to walking in a circle already.
Yes! I unironically love that scene in Fate Zero.
It's so
oh no! Look at him!
Good boy!
Look at him go!
Why did it... What?
Okay, so basically, just to give Morgan a frame of reference, because what we're doing here is that, I am the most familiar with Fate. August is the second most familiar. We're going to basically break down this entire stupid franchise's lore, and Morgan is our normie to be here and to observe this, to marvel at its fucking idiocy.
Like, I have not watched as much Fate as Jake has, but I've certainly read a good deal about, like, what's happening. It doesn't make sense, but...
And I've seen, like, the first 2 episodes of...
Fate Zero.
Yeah, that one. That was unbearable.
Oh, that's the best thing in this franchise by a mile. So you'll get to experience everyone watching this in real time. It's been years since I've like visited this, but like most of this franchise is unbearably awesome, and I love it.
I would just go through so much in the opening credits. It's like so good.
I prefer this to the approach that the Code Geass movies did, where they just show like the entirety of the first 3 episodes and just don't change anything. Whereas this is fast forwarding, but like nothing makes sense. It's like Lancer stabs Shiro. We don't know if Shiro even knows Rin. What the fuck is happening?
Like we don't know. Like
chill out, home.
Okay, so basically, here's the setup. Is that this world is Harry Potter, is that there's magic people and they hide in secret from the normal world, and there's a thing called the Holy Grail War, and basically 7 magic people get
It's
chosen,
kind of like
and they all fight.
Highlander.
Yes, it is exactly like Highlander. 7 people get chosen, and they fight to get the Holy Grail, which grants them any wish. So they all fight together, and they all can summon a cool historical spirit to aid them, like each one of them. And one of them is this one. This is Saber, aka King Arthur / Arturia, because King Arthur's a woman in the show. Unironically, probably the best thing about this is Saber's character design.
I figured that's what you would say, because it's literally Saber and Finn are the only reasons people would watch any of this.
Yeah. Like, the reason I watched Fate was because I heard Fate Zero was coming out, and it was written by one of my favorite guys who's like writing anime currently, and I watched it, and it's good. I really like Fate Zero despite its problems. It's a great story with great
I haven't
animation.
seen all of it. I'm going to finish it relatively soon, but it's quite good.
We will be talking about all of it, not chronologically because it doesn't exist. And the thing about Fate Zero is that it ties so much of this entire story together, and Fate Zero is something that the writer made up.
Yep.
Like it did not exist until 2011, and like all of this instead happened. Which makes no fucking sense to me, because it's just like Fate Zero manages to make all of this kind of make sense. When you look at Fate Stay Night in general, it's just like, what even... Like, this is the fucking main antagonist here, fucking Kirei Kurohito with terrible hair. Look at his... Oh god, he's awful in this.
It looks
such a great character in Fate Zero, too, and in this he is...
No, his character in Fate Zero is horrifying, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, he's like... He's one of the more fascinating characters in, like, The Medium. He's just this dude who has nothing to lose, his wife dies, the church manipulates him into working in this ward, he just doesn't care, and then suddenly this charismatic manipulator's just like, hey, what if you decided to be a fucking monster?
And he's
Wouldn't that be cool?
And then he gets like this sick servant, and he can just is awesome.
Which makes, again, no sense to me, because all of the cool shit is in Fate Zero. None of it is here. All of the stuff that makes him boring is in this.
Yeah. Like right
also,
now,
Rin kind of sucks. She is good in Unlimited Blade Works because she is tolerable. And here she is the tsundere.
She's also good in Zero because she almost dies.
Is Rin the one farther off in the shot?
Yes.
Yeah, she's the
I mean, I already hate her.
And the thing is about this movie is that, like, yeah, the animation quality for 2010, pretty good. Solid-looking movie. That said, Ufotable, which is the best-looking animation studio in the business because they take on, like, one project at a time. They did Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works the show, and that is the real reason to watch them, because they look immaculate. They look better than pretty much any movie, anime-wise or other. And Studio Dean did this first adaptation here, and it sucks and it looks bad. Like, just looking through all of this, there is so much between these 3 characters that is so overlooked. Like, Elias Veal in this fucking story just is nothing. What is she even doing?
Could you turn it down a bit?
Yeah.
Just a bit.
The fights are pretty cool. I remember that's maybe the sole redeeming quality of this movie.
So we've got Archer doing his thing.
Yep.
Creative name.
Yeah, no.
Well, we can't, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm not actually going to say his name because that would cause me to go on such a long tangent about
I know what it is.
Who he
and
is. The twist about
nonsense.
Who he is. It's so fucking dumb. It's only good in the show, and it's still stupid.
Yeah.
But so each of the servants is like an important, like, the cool concept. Like, basically Fate is cool just because in concept it's cool. But like the cool thing about this is that like all of these like cool characters get to fight each other. Like this is King Arthur, and it hasn't like been spoken out loud yet, but Berserker in this is Hercules, and you know it's like, oh, cool, two people from like mythology like battling. That's kind of awesome. And the fucking nerds who play the visual novel, which I have unfortunately, are like obsessed with the stats of this stuff, which is the reason Fate Apocrypha is fucking the worst thing ever. But the stats are stupid and don't matter.
Yeah.
Don't you love how you can hear, like, if you hear really closely, you can listen to the, they use the Star Wars blaster effect,
oh, yeah,
like, like 1,000 times.
Like, there it was.
Like, not even, like, prequel Star Wars, I mean, like, fucking 1979 Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, all I can see when I do this is now that I've seen the Unlimited Blade Work. Oh my god, he's just fucking...
Ah!
Oh no! He tossed Kari Walgren into a grave. Well, it's not Kari Walgren because it's Japanese.
Yeah. She's not.
The English dub of Fate Zero is also very good, which is a good reason to watch it as well.
Okay.
It's got basically all the people who did the Full Metal Alchemist dub, which is also she's got a point. So basically, another important thing about Fate here is I see this dynamic right here. Morgan just like with his hand under his chin, looking boredly. Like this is going to be the dynamic of this show. Like August and I enthusiastically explaining this stupid bullshit, while Morgan's just like, what in the fuck?
And also, notice what's happened here. Saber has just like run 3 miles away. Not Saber. Archer has run 3 miles away from everything, just so he can do this attack and
blow the
everyone
shit
else undefended.
Yes.
Is he like Robin Hood or some dumb shit?
Okay, here's the thing, Morgan. It's stupider than that, but also Robin Hood is absolutely in Fate. If you can think of any like I don't envy people who write fan fiction for Fate and want to come up with their own servants, because if you like browse the Type Moon wiki, you'll just like be like, oh, I bet Robin Hood's not a no, he is. Like Joan of Arc. Yeah,
you can even servant. Do like stupid bullshit like Frankenstein, and Frankenstein is one of them.
Oh, it's so bad. See, that's the thing is that like that's one of the unequivocally cool things in Unlimited Blade Works is that they sort of go into that the heroes of legend can either be real people or they can be like people who didn't exist but were like exist only in legend and stories. Like that's how Assassin comes to be. And it's like, oh, that's cool. But also, just that like I just can't believe that a version of this story existed that doesn't explain the connection between Ilya here and Shiro.
Yeah, no, that's
like what the fuck?
How do you skip over that? It's like so basic.
Okay, so like, am I tripping, or did like everyone in this story just meet?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, 2 of them know each other.
Yeah, Rin and Shiro are classmates, but just because this is a movie that's going through an entire show's worth of highlights, you don't really know that.
Yeah, like you see that one still frame, that was all to illustrate she was his classmate.
Yeah.
That one.
The show does this much better. This is also an important thing. This is originally based off of a visual novel. The visual novel has 3 main storylines that you like go down. Like you have like branching paths, like a Telltale game.
Yeah.
But they're like 3 things. One is vanilla Fate Stay Night. One is Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. One is Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel. Each of them are 3 separate stories with the same characters that just sort of like different things happen in them. This is Unlimited Blade Works, aka the only one of them that is good. And this movie sucks.
Then there's Heaven's Feel is the porn one.
Mm-hmm. And fan service. It's basically about Shiro fucking Sakura, which is Rin's sister, estranged sister.
Yeah.
And then there is Vanilla Fate Stay Night, where nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happens, and it's boring.
It's really boring. And then Unlimited Blade Works is it's so odd that it existed before Fate Zero, because it's a perfect thematic continuation of the ideas of Fate Zero about, like, heroism and the futility of trying to be a hero. It's like, and it's basically like Fate Zero that the appeal of that story is that it is a Shakespearean tragedy where every character meets a horrible
here's the CG.
end.
We already are
God,
some.
this is one of the best parts of the movie. Is the CG is ugly as shit. Okay, that was quick.
Okay.
There's a CG dragon in here that is amazing, but there is also a CG scene that substitutes for a sex scene. And I'm not going to say what it is, because it's the greatest thing of all time.
I know what it is, and I can't wait to see it.
Also, this food porn is a weird recurring thing in every Fate show.
No, I was gonna say, it's a hallmark of the franchise for no reason.
Yeah. Taiga here is Shiro's legal guardian. It's so
What is
odd.
she, like 15?
She's 20, I think. And the cool thing about, I think the worst thing ever, is that no version of Fate other than the visual novel explains who the fuck Taiga is. Like, every version, it's just like they kind of allude to it in the new anime.
It should also be noted, even though she is his guardian, she is also neither his parent, adopted parent, or parental figure in any way.
No.
He's just kind of
I'm actually
there.
surprised they didn't do a show, like a flashback, because, like, Shiro's dad is important. Well, Shiro's adopted father is very important.
His adopted father is very important.
Yes. But, so basically, this woman is his adopted father's friend, who, like, his adopted father has this entire backstory that did not exist until Fate Zero, which, again, fucking mind-blowing, because that's the entire point, is that Shiro's adopted father is this fucking awesome assassin who is, like, the coldest motherfucker ever. And then, like, grew tired of his job and wanted to, like, save the world, basically.
And he also bangs all the princesses.
Yeah, he fucks all the cool girls. He saves Shiro when his parents die, and he adopts him. And because of something that happened, they actually never explain this in anything other than the visual novel, which, again, infuriating. But his dad dies of an illness that he contracts during the war in Fate Zero.
Yeah.
And he dies. And so then Taiga, who is a woman who looks like a girl that his father, like, used to love, takes care of him now, basically.
Also, it should be noted, just for further clarity, a war that did not happen in the original canon.
No.
It was then invented for Fate Zero.
Yes. Oh god, it's like, it will make slightly more sense when we explain it chronologically, but only slightly.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit harder to explain it, like, just riffing off of this,
How did
but
people understand this when it came out? I don't get it. It's so bizarre to me to, like, just experience this part of the story without the lore of Fate Zero. Oh, this motherfucker. This incestuous piece of shit.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he exists in Unlimited Blade Works to be murdered horribly, which is the existence of most characters in most good Fate things, is to die, like, really badly. Like, every version of Lancer in every story across Fate just dies horribly. The only thing we will enjoy watching, all three of us, of doing this, the only thing we will actively enjoy watching is Studio Dean's Carnival Phantasm, which is a comedic riff of all of this, making fun of how stupid it is. And it's genuinely very funny and very, very silly. And I'm like, if you all knew that this was all wrong with it, why didn't you stop it?
Why didn't you do anything?
They are responsible. Oh god, that perspective made his torso look ugly as fuck.
Oh no.
Oh no, not... Is it Shinji?
It's
Oh no,
Emiya.
it's just fucking nobody.
Emiya, as they called her.
Oh god.
Her vitals have been drained.
Oh yeah, this is the part where it's like the skeleton CG, which is the only bad part of any ufotable thing, is when they decide to put in skeletons. Because why?
So I'm still stuck. Ow.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on this Archer fella. Can you just tell me who that is?
Okay,
I don't know if you want to know.
Okay, so the heroic spirits that can be summoned, right?
Yeah.
They can be summoned from any time in history. So theoretically, they can also be summoned from the future. The Archer is Shiro in like 30 years. And basically he becomes like this disillusioned loner who has saved so many people and like confronts this unbelievable cataclysm and like inevitably comes to the point where people like just turn on him and kill him, and he's like murdered by a mob of people who just fear him for being powerful, and he is summoned there, and the entire time he is like, I don't want this version of myself to exist because then he's just going to die a terrible death
Also,
for being a hero.
That is to say, fuck, I forget the main character's name already. What's his fucking name? Shiro, thank you.
Yeah.
That is also to say, Shiro will never be in any danger.
No, because it is confirmed that he lives that long.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's the thing about the visual novel that makes it appealing, is that Shiro, like, the explanations of the pain that Shiro goes throughout the Holy Grail War is excruciating. Like, it's body horror. Like, this scene in the visual novel is, like, riveting. Because it's, like, describing in detail what it's like to feel the chain through his arm and being, like, lifted up like this. And so Shiro just goes through this untold amount of suffering throughout the entire thing. And pretty much everybody in every version of the Grail War is completely expendable. Unless it's Saber, because they won't ever kill their wife.
Yeah.
Oh god, I remember how Ryder dies in Unlimited Blade Works, and...
Oh yeah, interesting thing about Ryder's death. There's a tie into Hunter x Hunter with that.
Please tell me. I have to know
so
this.
Uvojin and Ryder are voiced by the same voice actor in the Japanese versions, and they both get killed by a blonde-haired character who can conjure sharp objects.
Oh shit, you're right! Wow, that is weird.
Right? That's so random.
This is... Okay. Oh no, not the skeleton.
Here we go.
Okay, so I have to say, my least favorite part of any like Fate thing. Why is his hair brown? Oh, why is his hair brown?
Why? It's so...
Okay, but my least favorite part of like this Fate story thing is the character of Castor. She sucks. She's a terrible villain, and her whole thing with her master, like falling in love with him, is underdeveloped and stupid in every single version.
Yeah.
It's bad.
She
is tolerable.
There's one rule in Fate where you can summon your servant at any time, but you can only do it once during a given Grail War.
3 times, I believe.
3 times, okay.
3 times. Yeah. You have that little tattoo on your hand, and it like fades each time.
No, you're right.
That's the thing, is that like watching this makes me remember the appeal of Fate Zero, is that is a show that's about tactics. It's about like people coming up with smart plans to like outdo each other, whereas this is just like a bunch of fucking skeletons show up.
A bunch of fucking skeletons.
Yeah, whereas in Fate Zero, it's just like, oh, we have this entire episode about that one mage dude who's got like the fucking liquid ball thing that can like kill anything, and how Kiritsugu gets around it. And it's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and like there's this one cool fight early in like the first season where it's like the mage dude. I forget it. I don't fucking know.
There's a couple of them.
It's like the one who's a servant, and it's like mage or something. It's the one who can summon the starfish things.
Yeah, the historical character that he is Bluebeard.
Yeah, Bluebeard, thank you. Where he like lures Saber into the middle of a forest just so he can like. That fight's really cool.
Yeah, there's like blood everywhere. It's fucking Evil Dead shit. It's like, oh, this is awesome.
And he like uses that to. He uses like all these hostages only to then just like murder them brutally, and it's great. It's great.
Oh God.
Ah.
Jesus, they really didn't hold anything back with Ryder's corpse. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is one thing about...
So,
okay,
to backpedal a bit, because if I stick to the 15 questions that popped into my head between now and the last question I had, so like, is the 3 times per cycle rule just like plot armor so the characters don't go god mode all the time, or is there like a decent reason?
Basically, it's just like that. It's like a tactical thing in Fate Zero that like, oh, you can only do it 3 times. So if you can summon them, like they can basically defy space time and just teleport to you.
Yeah.
So it's like that's like a valuable tactical.
So just like, so nobody ever goes, doesn't anybody want to know why we can only do it 3 times?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's the thing is that like Fate Zero, it does have problems. I see them more now that I am older. But the thing about Fate Zero is that it takes its time, and it's like its first couple episodes are like, okay, here is what's happening, here are all the people, here is how this works. And then it just goes, and then the plot happens, and it's like, okay, I get it. And it's like, yeah, it's slow at first, and it's exposition heavy, and it's fucking boring as shit. But if you pay attention and you're a dork, it's just like, okay, I'm learning how these characters work, and they adhere to the same rules. And that's why I find this entire franchise frustrating, is because they never stick to the fucking rules. They break them all the time. They don't mean anything, except in Fate Zero.
Yeah.
Like, in this one, it's just like, fucking, Caster can summon her own servant. And it's just like, what? That doesn't...
That's not how this should work.
No, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. And it's just like,
I mean,
oh,
Ryder's thing in Fate Zero is reasonable, where he can like summon a chariot that can take him to any given place.
Yeah.
Like that's fine, but that it doesn't make sense that a servant can summon servants for themselves just like out of nothing. Even though Blizzard has to like do this equivalent exchange shit where it's like 1 child for 1 starfish monster. Like that's fine, but no, you don't get it out of nothing. That's not fair.
That's
like
that
broad question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is this movie for?
See, that's the thing. I don't know. Like, as a Fate fan who knows, like only August will appreciate this, or like fucking Deep Loop. Like, I know about like Fate Hollow Ataraxia. I know about Fate fucking Sign. I know about like the deep lore of this bullshit. I am an idiot. I'm a moron. But, like, as a guy who knows everything about this, I cannot tell you what the appeal of this particular movie is. Because the good thing of...
If I had to guess, the appeal is that Studio Dean didn't have the budget to make, like, a full-fledged unlimited Blade Works show. So the appeal is, like, giving people something. I mean, it's really only for people who already know what's happening.
Yeah, the appeal here, really, is that, like, when you take away all the lore, all the bullshit, all the rules, this is a high-stakes game. This is a high-stakes Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Where there are a bunch of cool magical people and a bunch of cool historical figures who are all, like, fighting, and they all have these reasons for wanting to get the Grail, which have not been disclosed at all in this thus far, which is weird, but... Or even, like, what the Grail is. I don't even think the Holy Grail's been fucking mentioned thus far, but, like...
It was mentioned in that... It was mentioned in between the opening credits.
Oh my god.
Yo...
He just got assaulted by swords. Holy shit, that was good. But like the cool thing about Unlimited Blade Works and about Fate Zero is, at its heart, the characters and the way they play off of each other. And like, it's cool in Unlimited Blade Works because Archer and Shiro obviously do not get along. Archer is this cranky fucking guy who's like hyper competent, but he doesn't really want to be there, and he hates Shiro. And Shiro is just this hapless idiot who really doesn't know what's going on, but wants to do the right thing because he's a good guy. And then there's everyone else who is way more interesting, save for Castor because she's boring. But there's like so much interplay between the characters. There's like everything with Ilya is like so tragic and sad, especially in this version. And it kind of blows my mind that Fate Stay Night Vanilla even exists when you have this version, because like everything interesting happens.
You know, it's just so. I'm just realizing now. I don't know how far we're in. And like, one of the 30 minutes.
We're about a third.
And one of them has already died, and yet we haven't like we haven't like really felt that at all.
No,
like
we don't know anyone's reason for any of this, and all of them have one except Shiro.
Because
Shiro just kind of uncovers his reason for fighting through this. Like
it's kind of like Rider's Master in Zero, except way less interesting because he was like he had some grasp of what was going on, but just like bit off way more than he could chew.
Yeah, and that was perfectly intertwined with, like, that's the thing about Fate Zero, is that Gen Urobuchi clearly understood, is that he was just like, okay, I'm just going to do this show where it's a death game, and all of these characters have really interesting interplay with one another. Like, all of the servants contradict each other in interesting ways. Like everybody loves Rider and Waver in Fate Zero. It's because they're great, because Rider's this really entertaining character. He's awesome, he's strong, he's loud, he's funny. And Waver is this annoying pissant who grows up and becomes like, has this really good character arc. It's like, wow, okay, I see the appeal of this show.
Like, and yeah, gosh, that's just so true, because like, in a sense, you're rooting for like 4 of the 7 characters to win.
Yeah.
There's like 2 who are just detestable.
Yeah. Well, again, that's why Fate Zero is better, is because it's like, it doesn't give you a main character until the second season, when half of everyone is dead.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we're gonna focus harder on the people that are important now, just because the rest of them are gone. And it's like, but for the first season, it's anyone's game. It focuses on everyone equally. There is no definitive main character.
Except for like Assassin, who gets killed off really early, but then you realize there's a purpose for that, because Assassin was like not meant to even be part of the comp. They just wanted Assassin's ability after Assassin was dead.
Yeah. It's like, and I can't believe they haven't touched on Shiro's dad at all. I can't believe they haven't talked about Rin in the slightest. It's like how she's a part of this like super important magical family.
Yeah, like Rin's had like 2 lines.
Yeah, it's just like her arc is interesting because it's just like she's like every single Rin is maybe the most consistently well-written character, because every version of the story involves her becoming humble, because she's this prideful person who comes from this magical family that's super prominent, and like it's like a Last Jedi thing, where she uncovers, it's just like, oh, the you know, the bloodlines are bullshit. It's, you know, the integrity of the
and it's kind of like about her being shown up by Shiro, who is this incredibly stupid kind of idealistic guy, and yet he's able to accomplish so much.
Yeah, like, Shiro is not inherently a bad character. It's just that in every other version of the story other than the novel and the anime, the new anime, he is boring as sin. Because they just don't know how to write.
He's written like nothing.
Yeah, he's a fucking blank slate, which is weird because they definitely, like, they're focusing on Archer here, and they're, like, foreshadowing, but it's just, like, it doesn't mean anything without the build-up, you know?
Oh, I think you might say it here.
Wow, if they actually gave it away, it's. Oh my god! Holy shit!
Oh.
Yeah, this happens way later.
Okay, so I asked my earlier question about who is this for because this is maybe the worst introduction to anything I've ever had.
Trust me, even Fate Zero, which is the best possible introduction you can have, there's so many holes.
It's still such
can't
a
do it.
like,
there is no
rough
good
thing.
introduction to Fate. None.
You just have to watch enough of it.
Yeah.
People who complain about Kingdom Hearts being convoluted need to sit down.
You are 100% correct. Like, Kingdom Hearts is... It's easy to understand once you just, like... Once you just realize it's just, like, you don't have to think about it. It's just like, oh, well, now everything makes sense. Whereas Fate is like, oh, no, we're gonna invent all of these fucking rules and reasons for shit. And it's just like, oh, man, nobody fucking cares, dude.
Like,
just fight.
Macro level for Kingdom Hearts. Everything is pretty straightforward. It's the minutia of everything where you get really tripped up. This is the macro of everything here, and
yes,
this is nonsense.
It's oh god, it's just such a fucking clusterfuck. Like, to the point where I'm just like, I know. Oh Jesus Christ, this is all so truncated. Like, holy shit. Like the crystal dagger.
She's been in this movie for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, like Saber is a like linchpin of Fate.
Yeah.
She's also a really good character in her own right. Like, I love... Granted, there's, like, different romance paths in the Fates Stay Night novel.
Yeah.
The single worst one is Saber and Shiro. It makes no sense, and it's awful. So bad. I hate it. However, them as characters with interplay between each other is great, because Saber is this really accomplished hero who had, like... It really leans into the fact that it's like she is a female version of King Arthur. She had like the weight of the world rests on her shoulders. She had to hide who she was from everyone. She did all this stuff, and her best friend betrayed her. Fucking Lancelot betrayed her, ran off with the woman she loved, and like all of this stuff. And then eventually her life just ends. Like there's a the tragedy of her existence is that she loses to Mordor. And it plays into this, and she's a great parallel to Shiro of just like this person who's very idealistic and wants to do the right thing all the time, and she's just like, no, this is stuff that will, she wants to win the Grail so she can fix what happened to her kingdom, and it's like, oh, I get it. It hasn't even gone into the reason why anyone wants to do anything like this.
No, it's quite literally just like watching a kid smash action figures into each other.
What the fuck? Who even died?
I don't know.
Like, that was just Kirei, and he was just standing there, and then a bunch of blood.
I mean, I think.
Oh god, that's like that was the one time when I was like watching Fate Zero originally, and I was like, oh man, this reminds me of like HBO dramas like Game of Thrones and shit. Is the scene where Archer or Gilgamesh in Fate Zero is talking to Kirei, and he's got like the reflection is in the wine glass, and he's sitting there talking to him and like stirring these ideas and like trying to casually manipulate him without like trying to be too overbearing about it. And it's just like, oh wow, this is a really cool dynamic between these two. I wonder how this is gonna play out. Oh, also, can't have Fate without a little bit of fan service. Oh, oh wow. Oh, Nelly.
Ooh.
The show is, or the series is definitely not afraid to be gay. So that is...
Yeah, that is nice.
That is the one redeeming quality all of it has. It's a shame, it's... What the fuck?
What?
Why was the owl made of porcelain?
I don't know. It just kind of was.
It also just sucks that like all of these characters that genuinely have great character designs are drawn in the worst way possible. And again, it looks like porn. Like a lot of this looks like Bible Black, not gonna lie.
No, it really it's aggressive.
It's bad. The lighting effects are okay, I guess. Think about this though. This was 1 year apart from Fate Zero.
Oh my god, that's just nonsense.
That's appalling. Oh man.
And gosh, this thing is.
Wait, is Kirei dead? Is he actually gone?
I think they killed Kirei. Oh my gosh! It just.
I mean, I know he's not. Wow. Also, the weakest part of any version is the fact that their teacher is also a mage that just randomly shows up. It's like, what the fucking whatever, man. Damn.
Yep, this is
Fate is a franchise written for fan fiction because every fan fiction that I've read that's comprehensive is much better than this.
We should do a dynamic like this with Zach and Tyler, but also August with the Dark Tower movie. So
oh my god, yes!
He can be in the position that I am in now.
Yeah.
Which is utter bafflement, and like just you're basically watching this thinking, why does anyone like this?
And then we, who have read at a minimum 6.5 of the 7 books, will not be able to answer that question.
How I wish that there is less supplementary material in Fate than there was in the Dark Tower. But God, there's so much more, and I've consumed all of it. I've played the fucking video games.
Oh my gosh.
One of them is like a Dynasty Warriors clone. It's really good. It's actually like super fun. Like the story's garbage and nonsense. It doesn't mean anything. But the actual game is awesome. But then there's also like the dungeon crawler Persona 3 clone that is Fate like Code whatever, and it's
Code Geass.
It's Code Geass fucking wishes it could be that incomprehensible. The scene geography here. Did you see those stairs?
Oh,
that was like a wall.
That's like nonsense. I don't. There's like legit just no.
By the way, the Dynasty Warriors clone of Persona 5 Strikers is set to release February of next year.
That exists?
Yeah.
I did not know about that, and I'm very
it will
happy
be
all of a sudden.
it will be on Switch as well.
As somebody who very much enjoys the Dynasty Warriors type of games, which are mindless bubblegum fun, I'm excited.
Yeah, and this is like set 6 months after the game, so.
Oh, so there's like gonna be plot.
Yeah, probably not gonna be substantial, but who gives a shit?
I just want to play as Anne, and I want to whip shit.
That is an option from the looks of things.
Fuck yeah! See, Persona and Fate, at least good Fate, not dissimilar in appeal. It is all about the main character and the connections they make with everyone around them in the lore, in the story that they go through. It's like conceptually, it's genius, and it's executed well twice of like 14 times.
That's almost impressive.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Fate Zero, is that it's just like so many of the characters, like even, like August said that there's like a bunch of characters who you're like really rooting for. Even the characters who you're not rooting for are so deliriously entertaining. You're just I just want to see what they do. Like the fucking serial killer guy is just like, who's voiced by Johnny Young Bosch, is just like, yes, I love this.
No, that's exactly who I was thinking of. Like, he's got that introductory scene where he like tells this kid to like go through the door, and it's amazing.
You showed me that scene years ago.
And then you were just like, I don't know if I want to watch this.
And then I didn't.
And it's like, that scene is just so great though, just because Bluebeard shows up and he's just like, the key to fear is presenting your victim with a little bit of hope. Like, I think this is demented.
Okay.
Is it about to happen? Is the scene coming?
Oh?
Because I'm so excited.
I also love how these characters have just decided they're gonna have chemistry now.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's just like, oh, you know, like, we haven't even gotten the impression that, like, Rin sort of, like, reluctantly takes in Shiro as, like, oh, you don't fucking know anything, I'll tell you about all this shit. Like, maybe we can get Ilia yeah, that'll remember that, audience. Maybe we can get Iliasville to help us. Again, that is
Whoever
one thing
that is.
I unequivocally respect about this franchise, is that no matter who it is, bar the main character, of course, it is willing to kill anyone at any time, and the tension that results from that is great. Like, Iliasville, she is a character who looks like she is 13 years old, and she just shows up, and it's just like, oh, well, they wouldn't kill her. And it's like, no, in this movie she gets the most violent death in the series. Wow, we really just... we're skipping to the third act of the entire show.
Yeah. Now we're just doing this fight because they decided to walk over here.
Like, this is the linchpin of the entire show. We haven't... Correct me if I'm wrong, August. Has Gilgamesh showed up one time?
No, he hasn't.
I don't think he... There he is!
There he is!
Motherfucker. Okay, again, one thing about Fate, consistently amazing, Gilgamesh. What a bastard in everything. He is such a... oh, I fucking hate him. I love him.
And that's the one thing. Gilgamesh is like the counterpoint to Saber in that he is always consistently showing up.
Yep.
And oh yeah, that's right. He uses chains, so that just deepens the Kurapika
the lore connection.
Hunter shared universe.
Gilgamesh is amazing just because it's like, you know, oh, one-dimensional villains aren't fun. And it's just like, oh, boy howdy, let me show you Gilgamesh in Fate Zero, fucking sitting on his throne that becomes an airplane that fucking destroys an entire city. It's amazing. Like, Gilgamesh is, like, he's so conceited that he literally believes all of existence belongs to him. And the mileage they get out of that is remarkable.
Oh boy. I think we're actually gonna see her die now.
Yep. This is... oh, this is gruesome. Which is made worse when you actually know Iliasville's entire story. She's probably my favorite character in the franchise.
Her part in Zero is pretty.
Oh god, it's sad. Jesus Christ.
She's...
look at his face! Oh no! Oh!
Yeah!
No! Oh! Shit! That was metal as hell. Oh my god.
Well, that's not gonna go back in.
Oh shit! It's actually more violent in the show.
Oh, that's sick.
See, it's made worse when you understand Iliasville's backstory and who she is, and her relation to Shiro.
Oh yeah, that's right. They haven't gone into her relationship with Shiro at all.
Yeah, that they're fucking siblings.
They're siblings.
And it's just like, no. We still haven't even seen Kuritsugu. He's not even in this.
Yeah, no, he hasn't.
Those two people are siblings.
Yeah, the girl who just died and the main character are adopted siblings.
Even though, they were fighting with each other earlier, they are siblings.
And the Shiro guy was just like, his strongest reaction was, no!
Yeah, see, okay, here's the thing, is that in the context of what's going on, what happens is, Ilia's biological father abandons her because he just leaves his old life behind and adopts Shiro. So, that battle at the beginning, Iliasville... fucking horrible. And she sees Shiro, she's just like, you took the only family that I ever knew from me. And so she fights him, and she's a psychopath. And then over the course of Unlimited Blade Works, they get to know each other. And it's just like, oh, he's just this hapless idiot. And then they sort of like bond a little bit as siblings. And then she dies here horribly by this fucking Gilgamesh, the worst person ever.
Yeah.
And then Shiro's just like, oh my god, she's dead. Holy shit.
It's like such a great dynamic because it's like doing the whole catching up for lost time thing, except you don't, except like where normally the lack of conclusion you get is because the story ends on like an ambiguous note where the audience can interpret how these characters further their relationship. Here it's just like forced to be ended because she's murdered.
Yeah, it doesn't even go into like, we don't know that Kirei killed Rin's dad. We don't know.
Oh yeah,
I think
that's
we
right.
might find that out. Like Lancer isn't even in this.
No, Lancer was in this for like the opening credits where he stabs.
Well, we don't know anything about Rin and Sakura.
Oh, that's
we don't know
right.
that they're estranged sisters. That their family just gave away Sakura to this horrible man who tortured Sakura to make her powerful. We don't know that Rin is like just now like reconciling with her and like meeting her and knowing her and like how she spent her whole life alone too. Like that's the thing is that this is missing is that there is such palpable tragedy in all of the characters in Fate, the good characters, and this just skips over all of it. It's maddening.
Yeah, no, it very much is.
Wow, that was a very vivid drawing of Rin's ass. Wow. It doesn't hurt that Rin is hot as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, look,
I haven't been paying too close attention. I've mostly been paying attention to what you all have been saying.
Because it's more interesting.
But I hate this bimbo.
Bad. It's like, I mean, like, she's basically, Rin is the archetypical tsundere in, like, all of anime. Like, everyone, whenever they think of who a tsundere is, they think of Rin. And it's a shame, because when she's fleshed out, she's a great character. Like, in Fate Zero and in Unlimited Blade Works,
you bet when she's fleshed out, she's great.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, it's the same thing as Asuka in Evangelion, is that she's the archetypical tsundere, but when you actually learn everything about her, it's like, oh wow, she's a really compelling character who has reasons to act this way.
Yeah,
and Rin is the same. Wow, now we're seeing
now.
Holy shit!
Because he just had a line about like a fire 10 years ago, like it was a throwaway thing.
Oh man,
and now
that's
into it
terrible.
Like 50 minutes in.
That's my favorite part of Fate Zero, is the ending where, like, the Grail fulfills Kirei's wish, and it's just wanton destruction. And he just breaks down, and he's like, this is who I am! I'm evil! And it's just like, oh my god, this is horrifying.
No, I mean, that's the best way to watch Fate. Have the plot explained to you beforehand, and then watch it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, you lose the tension in Fate Zero, but once you know it's a tragedy, that's how you can enjoy it the best.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I know where these characters are headed, because it's like, does literally anyone other than Waver have a happy ending in Fate Zero, and even then, Waver's best friend dies?
Yeah. No, so it's like...
That's it.
It's really like, yeah, you just gotta kind of take it as it is.
Yeah. That's the thing about Fate, is that no matter how boring it is, no matter how bad it is, there's never a shortage of things to say about it.
Oh.
Fucking... This is also, unfortunately, so far from the worst that it gets.
No. And this
is animated pretty well. This is, like, it's
oh, here's Lancer again.
Hey, dude, actually, another highlight, Lancer. I love this fucking guy. In Unlimited Blade Works, he's hilarious. He's fun. I love him. In this, he's just like, hey, I'm here.
No, his character in Unlimited Blade Works is just, it's like...
Snark Machine.
It's kind of, yeah, like Gilgamesh
He's the Han Solo.
minus all of the kind of I'm going to conquer the world, but he's got that same kind of charisma of like, yeah, I can deal with this. Leave me alone. Han Solo, yeah, that's
I do slightly prefer this Lancer to Fate Zero Lancer, even though Fate Zero Lancer has like a great utilization of his character, but it's more to make Saber's character arc better.
I should tell you about the pendant you gave me.
Oh no.
You know, I can't. I feel like I mean, this is obviously quite bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I can't really say that it is because it's like it has. I mean, not in the philosophical sense of like a really bad piece of art has no reason to exist, but like in the very literal sense, this has no reason to exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is superfluous, and that's the worst thing you can say about it. And like, again, seeing that like the quality of the animation is clearly very good, even like if it's not great and I hate the character designs and color design, it's still recognizably better than the show. And it's like, it was also not committing the Code Geass sin of just pacing its highlight reel slower than the actual show for whatever reason. Like, it's short, and it's also not, like, wasting my time in, like, I guess the strictest sense. But, like, damn, they are really laying it on thick with the fan service with Saber. Holy shit, it's really bad. I mean, it's animated like, better in the show.
It was like kablow.
With their oh god, it's... we have not even, like, met this dude. Like, barely. We barely know he's a teacher. God, he sucks. I hate him.
Yeah, because we've been to the school once, and that was only for the fight scene.
What the hell was that?
Fun. This fight in the anime is awesome. But the... fun fact,
this is incomprehensible.
How I referenced Abigail Williams, the first witch to be burned in Salem Witch Trials. She's a character in Fate.
Of course.
Because of course she is.
I mean, why would
And also the... Oh yeah, I completely forgot about the twist of who Berserker is in Fate Zero, which is great. That part is awesome. Man, that's all this does, is it makes me appreciate... Oh god, I hate that. Gable. Final Fantasy type beat. Well, we also were forgetting that Lancer's name, he's based on Irish folklore. His name is Kulane.
Yep.
That's bad.
Because this man is clearly an Irishman.
Yeah, blue hair. Couldn't you guess? Well, even then, fucking Fate Zero is just like, oh, well, when everyone is, when all the old servants are summoned, they have a current up-to-date knowledge of the world. They just say that, like it's one line. It's just like, oh, that's how Saber knows how to drive a car.
Yeah, no, that's, and it's like a genius line.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay, I get it.
That's
how. Oh, Jesus. If this does serve any purpose, it's to make me be like, wow, Fate Zero could have been such a train wreck, and it really wasn't.
Watching like the visual equivalent of white noise.
I love that like we haven't explained how the teacher's powers work, so he's just punching his swords.
Yeah.
Texturally, we're just like, oh yeah, he's just punching swords, of course.
Of course, because why wouldn't he be able to?
I mean, I didn't even flinch.
Like, I mean, oh Jesus. Damn! Oh man! That bitch's spine broken.
Push that bitch.
How much is left of this stupid fucking movie?
Okay, about 40 minutes.
Oh my
over
god.
In this movie's defense, it's definitely the best part is, like, this is when all the plot reveals happen, even though they don't mean anything. Yeah, even this is bad in Unlimited Blade Works, is that their relationship is so, like, whatever. It's still like, oh, she was, what is Castor's identity? It's not. I thought she was Medusa, but that's Ryder.
I don't know.
She's like, I think she's also a Salem witch trial witch or something. She was like burned at the stake or something. She like hates everybody.
You know, I'm gonna look this up real quick just because Castor.
Look up who she is.
Fate. Fuck.
She's fucking some because Ryder in Fate Zero is Alexander the Great, and then there's Gilgamesh in this, and he's
Castor. Okay, so. Gosh, who were you? Just, I swear, this is just navigating.
It's trust me, I've been on the Type Moon wiki. That is the fucking amazing thing about this is that Fate, this entire franchise, this fucking clusterfuck that I know everything about. This is a spin-off of another show. She's Medea?
Yeah.
From like Greek mythology?
Yeah, from Greek mythology.
No, from Tyler Perry.
Dude, if Medea showed up in Fate, I wouldn't even bat an eye.
Yeah. Historical figure Medea.
Like it's like the Smash Bros intro. It's like Medea joined the fight.
Thinking the same.
I gotta make an edit of that just to include it in.
Oh my god. Make that your Twitter banner.
Medea.
Wow, that all the perspective shots are dog shit.
The perspective shots, they all look like we're looking through someone's like private parts.
Yep, pretty much. Like just a thrust.
It's so bad.
This beat is delayed. Like this happens in the Elias Field Mansion. This happens so much earlier, and now Archer is like, "Oh, I hate you so much," and it's like this can't. Oh. I also just run by the.
Why didn't you do that like 20 minutes ago?
I really wish I knew more.
No, I cannot tell you why she didn't just.
I maintain that this show and this arc would be better if Rin was Saber's master and Shiro was Archer's master.
That's exactly what I was gonna bring up.
I don't know why that's not the case. Because it is mind-boggling.
It's just such a stronger dynamic.
Absolutely.
Because like then you just have to consider if these characters never met, it would be like so weird and different. And it's like just because they happen to meet, that's how anything happens. Character-wise. Like if they just didn't meet, it would be nonsense.
This fight in the show is fucking awesome. And here it's just like, what?
And here it's like, why are we fighting?
Yeah, and they're just talking about like fucking Dragon Ball shit. Even Dragon Ball does better to establish characters. But like, basically, this is what happens if you showed like one of the Persona games. If it was nothing but the boss fight. Like, there's so much downtime on Unlimited Blade where like Shiro and Rin just like have conversations, and they like stay the night at Rin's house, and they go and talk at a cafe. It's like Persona, where you build a relationship with these people. That's what makes these events meaningful, and that's why a highlight reel of this fundamentally. Oh, this English.
Unknown to death, unknown to life. Unlimited Blade Works.
Unlimited Blade Works.
It sounds like
they were gonna dub it. Anyway,
they do it in the show too.
Look at it.
Oh no, not the CG
dear.
gears, not the gears.
This is my favorite part of Zack Snyder's Watchmen.
See, even fucking Fate Zero is just like, here's what a reality marble is, and it's not this stupid bullshit.
I mean,
Christ.
Reality marble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We say that so casually.
Yeah, we like know what it is. It's just like, oh yeah, fucking Alexander the Great's fucking noble phantasm is a reality marvel that lets him fucking summon an army, and then Morgan is just like, I fucking, like, what the fuck did you fucking say to me?
Oh yeah, have they even brought up like what the noble phantasms are?
No! No! Also, why the fuck hasn't Saber used it? She used it against Berserker in like the beginning of the story.
Yeah.
Oh god. Here we go. Also, all of the subtext and parallels between Gilgamesh and Shiro, and like how he's just nothing but like a copycat, his abilities, and how he's like a fake hero and shit, like all of that cool, interesting shit. This is very reminiscent of Zack Snyder. This makes me think of Sucker Punch.
How does this man's swords keep breaking? Are they made out of tinfoil?
That is a problem in every fight. Like, Shiro cannot summon a fucking, like, normal sword to save his fucking life. Like, Ed from Full Metal Alchemist would just be like, dude, my arm is stronger than this, and it broke like 18 times in the show.
After a certain point, just pick one up off the ground.
Fucking bonk! Fucking bonked her on the head and just fucking draped her over like she's Princess. Oh god, this is handled so much worse here. So, like, this is genuinely quite bad.
Oh, this is quite lovely.
Why are you going
The two
back
genders.
to the cat?
This is so bad. It's quite lovely.
I love the best thing about Archer's character design is his fucking broad ass shoulders.
Yeah.
He's so like he's shaped like a fucking triangle.
Oh yeah, off screen, Shiro learned magic, which it didn't even strike me until now that like you brought up that he can't summon strong swords, and it's like, oh yeah, they didn't establish that he doesn't know magic and that he knows magic.
Yeah, like the whole thing with Shiro is that he's just like, oh, magic is real. I guess I'll practice it, and he does it for years, but he's bad at it.
Yeah,
and
he's
he
like
sucks.
He's like an audience.
And then Rin
vehicle
shows up,
type
and she's just
character.
like, I can command everything with my fucking mind, and then Shiro's just like, oh no, I fucked up. Why are they just in a fucking basement? Like, why is this the end of Zodiac?
This
Morgan
is where
died.
this is where Tom Waits records his albums.
It just pans over, and Tom Waits, the heroic spirit.
Yeah, he's just like banging on like a conundrum.
Down.
Oh, strip down.
He's like the fucking, he's like the bard spirit. Oh! Fucking Shinji's here.
Yeah, back again for some
guess who's
reason.
back? Oh, because he's got to have a rapey scene with Rin.
Yeah, he's got to do the rapes.
当然だろ。でなきゃ誰がこんなカビ臭い城に来るかよ。ならば
Good lord, there is still like half an... Like, we haven't even gotten to the bad CGI dragon. Holy shit.
We also haven't gotten to the sex scene.
Oh my god.
I hope that's seriously in this, because if it's not, I'm gonna be immensely
I've seen this before. It can't be in anything else, because I remember it. Like, that was not in the show.
Okay.
No way. I also think that, like, in vanilla Fate Stay Night, nobody fucks. So that doesn't make any sense.
No. That's
why,
the thing.
Why is this happening in, like, reverse order?
I don't know. It's nonsense. You know, now that you mention it, that's the extreme. Those are the extremes of Fate, that people either don't fuck or they fuck for no reason.
Like, Rin and Shiro don't have, like, a bad romance. It's just that, like, I don't... In the words of Digibro, Shiro is this like antisocial, autistic weirdo who like doesn't get along with people. The fact that he has a romance with like anyone just doesn't really check at all. It's just it's transparently wish fulfillment in the graphic novel. Which just doesn't make sense. Which is why Unlimited Blade Works is the best, because it doesn't have a romantic relationship between anyone.
Yeah.
But oh, this is where the twist happens.
You figured it out.
I'm you from the future. Oh my god. Why seek to kill yourself?
The ocean doesn't want me today.
The ocean. August just made a Tom Waits joke about the fucking. They were in a basement. Just doesn't make fucking sense.
It's perfect.
Like the only thing that is like this is as bad as it was in my memory, but in my memory the animation was slightly worse. I think I watched a 720 rip instead of this 1080 rip, which 1080 rip's solid.
You know,
oh wow, we're actually getting character in this movie.
Wow,
shocking.
You know, Jake, I cannot wait to see how you edit this down, because it's just gonna be nonsense.
If I edit it down.
If you edit
honestly,
it down.
probably won't. It'll probably just be a full-blown commentary at this point.
Full-blown, like, what's happening.
Watch along. The only way someone can enjoy this movie is if someone is literally explaining why this is better elsewhere. Actually, maybe the best form to experience a Fate thing, the Fate Zero manga, which it was made way after the show.
Okay.
The art is great, and the plot is actually gone to in more detail. I actually own the first 4 volumes. It's pretty great.
Oh, he's saying the English.
I am the bone of my sword.
And now we're back
we get more
here.
CG gears.
More dick
This actually makes me think a lot of Kingdom Hearts. Like, this imagery is very Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Like, this looks like the Keyblade graveyard, doesn't it, Morgan? Like, all the swords are, like, stuck in the ground and stuff. Oh, God. Of course we have to get the obligatory... Oh, wait. Please tell me Lancer kills Shinji before he, like, gropes Rin.
Please. Kill
I would
the rape
really
man.
appreciate that. Kill Rape Man.
Kill rape man.
Don't thank me.
Don't thank me!
Thank rape. You know, there's actually a Steve Albini band called Rape Man.
Of course there is.
Fucking Steve Albini.
Steve Albini is a fucking psychopath.
I haven't listened to any of it, but the one album they made, the cover is like it's a drawing of like a vacuum where the bag has just burst open.
Wow. The
imagery there is stunning.
You know, I'm like the perfect amount of drunk right now, and like this is at like at like peak unenjoyed. Wow, they just really focused on her thighs. There. That was just poop Nelly. At least they're a bit more tasteful about it than most anime. I'll give them that.
I guess this guy didn't die actually.
Shinji dies in
not
Shinji,
but like him.
Kire does too, I believe.
Yeah. No, I
somehow. Oh yeah, that's right. He fucking seppukus himself.
Yeah.
Why?
Cause Lancer is like it's a twist. Like the priest was controlling. He was his master the whole time.
Yeah, it's.
But Lancer's a tough bastard, so he stabs
the priest.
Him at the end. Yeah.
That guy?
That guy.
Yeah. This dude is actually one of the best characters in the franchise.
He had one
like
scene.
He did.
Yeah, exactly. He's a fascinating villain. But he sucks here. He's terrible.
Yeah, because you don't hear it.
Wow, they didn't waste any time with that at all. Like, they at least built it up, but it's like, oh wow, he wasn't dead yet, and now...
I'm not quite dead yet.
That is one of the better parts, though, is that just Kire dies such a unceremonious death. It's just like, oh, you fucking asshole. This is what you deserve. Wow, he just fell right on him.
Ouch.
This also is missing, like, well, it is also missing a lot of the emotional beats, but one of the most sympathetic and most immediately identifiable characters in Fate is Karia in Fate Zero, which is Rin's uncle. He's got this really obvious, identifiable motive, and it's like well established, and then he goes through like this untold amount of pain, and you're just like, wow, I really want this guy to succeed.
And yeah, that's like an example of another character who you want to succeed, but you know, like only one person truly can.
Yeah, just like I know who makes it into Fate Stay Night, so all of these characters are dead. Oh, really? Do we have to do the lick? We have to do that.
Please, kill him.
Why aren't you dead? Yes! Yes!
Yay!
Oh, come no, kill him. Kill him. Kill him all the way. I hate this fucking character. He sucks. Do it. Come on. I would've...
This guy has been dead for like 2 scenes, and he just refuses to die.
Which is the joke in Carnival Phantasm, is that he's just like constantly got a stab wound. He just like walks in to like a dinner room and he's just like, "Hey guys, how you going?" And the fucking Karitsugu just shows up and like punches him.
No, that sounds
like Carnival Phantasm rules. Like I won't lie, I really enjoy that. Like there's just like an episode.
He made an F.
Oh wow, F in the chat.
F in the chat.
Lancer is cool in every incarnation of Fate. That is a fact. It's a shame that he always dies horribly.
Yeah.
God, what is he's got, like, there's another... Lancer is an Irish guy in both incarnations.
Oh, he said Lassie.
He's in, what is his name in Zero? Diarmund Odine. That's his name. I remember. Fucking... And I think he's voiced by, like, Matt Mercer or somebody. Like Matt Mercer or Travis Willingham. One of those guys.
Oh yeah, this fight's still going on.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I did too.
Too green in the bones. Good job, translators. You've done it. That's a phrase that definitely makes sense.
Too green in the bones? What?
I am the bone of my sword.
Yeah, I mean, that's, no. Try again.
Sorry. This is such a hype moment in the show, too, because, like, you know, it's no Yuki Kajira score, but Hideyuki Fukasawa does a remarkable job with the score. And, the track that is called, I believe, My Body is Made of Swords, is baller as hell. And this moment is cool. And in here, it's just like, oh, wow, Shiro got a little cut on him.
Oh no.
And in the show, he gets the tar beaten out of him. He gets stabbed, he's bruised, he's bloodied in here. He's like, got a cut, I guess. Who even did the music for this? I'm gonna look this up. It's Hideyuki Fukasawa.
お前は本当に英雄になりたいのか。なりたいんじゃない。絶対になるんだ。そうだろうな。なぜならそれがお前にとって唯一の感情だからだ。
Scream their ideals at each other even though you don't.
Oh, that's in every. See, that's the core weakness of Unlimited Blade Works. Is that too much of the script is screaming. Which, it's debatably pretty bad in Fate Zero, but it's like woven with the characters pretty seamlessly. Whereas Fate Zero, like, or Fate, or Unlimited Blade Works, I think a solid episode would have been cut out if they sharpened up the dial.
No, I mean,
I still really like that show for the record. It's just that it really didn't need to be 24 episodes.
No, I mean, Gilgamesh just kind of rambling on about what he thinks about everything is fine.
Yeah, because he doesn't think anything. He's just like, he's a nihilist. He's just like, I own everything. Fuck
you. And then there's like the dynamic where writer are like berating Saber as like not being a true king.
Oh, the fucking Banquet of Kings.
Yeah, that's
that episode is amazing.
Because it like builds up to this like fight that just lasts for like 2 seconds, and it's great.
It's mostly this ideological debate, and it's like you as an audience member are predisposed to agree with Saber. You're like, I get it. And then the show, in a brilliant piece of writing, is like, actually, I'm going to convince you that both Gilgamesh and Iskandar are way more right than Saber.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
No, it's great. And this doesn't have that.
No, it really. Well, I mean, again, it's missing Genryubuchi, which is why.
This is just Shiro screaming, "My sword and my penis are the same."
my penis is made of swords.
Yeah, unlimited penis works.
Oh no, not the jam.
No,
not the strawberry jam. Wow, he took that surprisingly well.
Yeah.
I am the bone of my sword.
I need to look up the English voice cast for Unlimited Bladeworks.
This is just fun watching. It's just nonsense.
Stay night. Unlimited Bladeworks 2014.
Whoa!
I want to say that Shiro is voiced by... It's not Johnny Young Box, but it's another, like, protagonist.jpg pic. And I can't remember who it is. Oh, God, who is it? Who the fuck is it? It's somebody in Fullmetal Alchemist. I definitely know that
one. Would it be Vic? Or...
It's definitely not Vic.
Okay, I figured you would know if it was.
Yeah, I would recognize if it was Vic. Behind the voice actors. That's the one. That's what I want. Is this the show? Yeah, okay. Oh, it's Bryce Papenbrook. Yeah,
okay.
He's in everything. And Saber's Kari Walgren. Who the fuck is David Vincent? The voice of Gilgamesh is awesome. He's such a fucking, like, pimp. Love that bastard. This bald-ass motherfucker. Oh my god, he's in Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. He's in Madoka Magica. He's in fucking the Yakuza games. Holy shit. Bungo Stray Dogs. Oh, he's the voice of Robin in Fire Emblem Awakening. Okay, cool. Like you. Kirei Kotomine is voiced by Crispin Freeman. So that's a guy.
Yep. Indeed.
That's a guy in many things.
Yeah. Oh! Iliasville is Stephanie Shea. She's, the little girl in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay.
Mei Chang. Mei Chang. She's basically go-to, fucking little girl voice. Oh, Assassin's Todd Habercorn. Shame he wasn't in this.
Okay,
Taylor's
so...
Taiga. Damn.
あれに対抗できる力は、あーちゃんの使った固有結界しかない。しかし、それには膨大な量の魔力が必要です。
Somebody who voices one of the side characters in the 2014-2015 anime, their last name is Dekoko. And all I'm thinking is fucking, Inglourious Bastards. Dominic Dekoko.
Yeah.
Gorlami.
Gorlami.
Oh man. Oh, Kiritsugu Emiya is Matthew Mercer. That's who that is.
All right.
Now I remember.
Ah.
Thank God. Oh yeah, he gets like the best death. Ah, he gets turned into the Grail. Fuck you.
What?
Oh, Thing and Fate. Every to summon the Grail, the Holy Grail, you have to have a sacrifice. So somebody has to get sacrificed to the Grail somehow. So I guess it's this fucking kid.
Is that a commercial break?
It was.
I guess. Looked like it. Looked like. Oh no! Oh, here we go! Oh,
I do not like this.
Oh.
You're about to like it a lot less in a way you did not expect.
Oh yeah.
Okay, by the way, the excuse in the visual novel to have sex is that their magic circuits get more powerful.
That's right.
Oh god, here it is! Here it is! I'm so excited!
I've never actually seen this, but I've known about this for so long.
Oh, it's what I've been waiting for. I've been looking forward to this all week. You have no idea. Yes, that was a fish.
What?
Wait, are they putting in backstory too? No! That's That's what we get of Rin's dad? Oh, this is so bad.
We don't see his face.
Oh my god, we don't even see his face. That's so awful.
She can apparently transmute her memories through her vagina.
Oh. Dolphin! Yes! Dolphin sex! He just wakes up and he's just like, oh, I have splooged the dolphin.
The dolphin was the metaphor.
Oh my god, why?
It's... this is just so...
Oh, this is awful. Oh no. Oh no, not this tsundere bullshit. You all fucked.
off.
Get out of here, Rin. Shut the fuck up.
Fuck off.
Oh god, I hate it. Wait, who's in the Fate Zero English dub? Let me look this.
That might be the single strangest thing I've ever witnessed.
Well, we still have the dragon, which should show up here in a second.
Because we're almost...
Unless that's in the show, which
we've got
trust
2 servants... No, 3 still alive?
Oh, Assassin's still alive somehow.
And Caster, I think, is dead?
Maybe.
Maybe,
well,
I don't know.
Well, if Caster's dead, then Assassin would be dead, so...
I don't really...
Yeah, again, the rules don't matter. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe Caster died off screen for all I care.
That's quite likely. Again, one of the more interesting dynamics here is in the final fight, Assassin is just like, I am reconciling with the fact that I am a fictional character, that I am a myth, and that is fucking weird for me. But all I know is how to fight, so I guess I might do that. And it's like, wow, that's kind of fucked when you think about it.
Man, if only this is interesting.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh man.
These are now the this is now the 12th word Assassin has spoken.
Oh god, the CG is just bad.
Oh.
Why is the Holy Grail the pink shit from Ghostbusters 2?
God, you really hit the nail on the head. I wish I could.
Perfect.
I wish I could explain.
Birthday party.
That was embarrassing.
That was not right.
That is literally the first time he said Trey song. That doesn't even. Oh, fuck you.
I think he said it
again.
once
Also,
earlier.
this lacks so much impact without Yuki Kajira's score. which is amazing. Like, I listen to Yuki Kaji's score for this on the regular because it's amazing. He's the best composer alive. He does great work. This is... Gilgamesh, you cheeky fuck, just standing there.
This guy is the worst protagonist of all time.
In vanilla Fate Stay Night, he is worst.
I mean, he just sucks. That's his only character trait.
Yeah, there's like nothing to his struggle either. It's really like, again, Rin should be the main character of this. Side character.
I mean, yeah, that's also further enforced by Saber should be Rin's.
Yep.
Yeah, and then she's the main character, and then it works. And then you've got this side dynamic.
This would be better if I wrote it. God damn it! Son of a bitch! God, this moment is so good in the show, and even in the visual novel, it's hype as fuck. Here, it's just like, this is a bunch of people this is a bunch of trading card bullshit.
He's good.
Wow, look at that big-ass sword. Look at that perspective.
Where did the fucking Sephiroth come from? What is this? You know what? Advent Children is still worse than this.
Yep, yeah, it is. I've seen. It's been like maybe. Actually, it's probably been the same amount of time since I last watched this that I watched Advent Children. But Advent Children has like the same appeal as this, in that it's like a version of something that is good that is terrible. And you're just watching it like, I remember the things about this that I like.
Shilly shally.
Yeah. You're just watching it the whole time, you're just like watching Cloud and Sephiroth fight, and it's just like this character dynamic that's never been explored in the game before. It's just like this dog shit.
It is nothing more than truly bad fan fiction.
I genuinely like the way they handle Cloud outside of the core game of the core game and the remake. Every other version of Cloud is fucking
garbage.
Awful. The worst. Like, no wonder people think Final Fantasy VII is overrated if that's the version of Cloud.
I'm here.
Man, even in this part, like, fucking Shiro holds his own and fights Gilgamesh by himself, which is awesome. This is lame.
Here he just gets his ass kicked.
Lame.
Because he sucks.
He's bad. I don't think he's... See, that's the thing, is that I'm not against anime protagonists who lose, like, good. I grew up watching Pokemon where Ash Ketchum loses all the time. That's the only compelling thing about his character.
No.
He loses. But like then there's this where it's just like, now you're just incompetent.
It's like win once.
He said it!
Yeah!
I am the bone of my soul.
Sideways.
Oh yeah, he's using... Wait a minute! Archer never even showed this! This doesn't... Oh god, this is so bad. This is supposed to like mean something. It's like, oh, this shield that Archer used. It's like, oh wow, now he's using it. Oh wow, he said the title.
Whoa.
Man, the brass in this score is so bad. It's like...
See, now he finally just picks up a sword.
I know he's not in a lot of it, but the fact that Zoken Mato, the fucking guy who controls Sakura, has not been in this, he's basically the main villain of one of the 3 routes. Like, good job, guys. You've done it.
That's the first time Noble Phantasms have been mentioned.
Yeah, pretty much.
I believe.
I also
heard it mentioned.
I hate this plot point that Rin saves Shinji. Like, let this fucker die. He's evil. He sucks.
Like, he tried to rape her.
He canonically did rape Sakura. Like, twice.
Yeah.
Like, fuck Shinji. He's awful. Kill him. Let him die. Like, everybody affiliated with the Matos needs to die.
Also, all of a sudden she has, Rin has, like, lower lips in the animation. It's really distracting me.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Oh yes, do we get the scream? Oh, I love it. Kalima! Oh, this is so lame. I also love that in even the best versions of... What the fuck? Even the best versions of this do not show the main antagonist of the show. Which is, like, the spirit of the Grail. Which you kind of see in Fate Zero, but it just looks like Irisville. It's lame. What the fuck is happening? Why is she disappearing? The Grail War's not over. Now. She doesn't die. What?
I must go now. My planet needs me.
You must die.
You must die. It's so good to see you. You must die.
Give it your best shot, boy.
Man, even Gilgamesh's character design is lame as hell here.
Now he's got...
somehow managed to make it really, really good. And they fundamentally changed it. Oh, that... awesome.
Yeah.
CG backgrounds. Stop.
So bad.
Wait, how did he get Excalibur?
I don't know.
That doesn't happen. What?
I have no clue how any of this happened.
No, that doesn't happen. Oh god, it's so bad. Stop.
I swear, this whole fight's just like listening to a car rev up.
Like, even the animation's like, whatever.
That was incomprehensible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably doesn't need that.
It's just so much.
Why is he running backwards?
Gets his fucking arm cut off. Oh no! Not a villain that doesn't show up. That's the worst thing about all of this, is that the main villain of the Fate franchise, the fucking spirit of the Grail, doesn't show up until Fate Hollow Ataraxia, which sucks. It's a terrible game. It's like Majora's Mask, if Majora's Mask was awful. Like, it has the whole, like, 4-day cycle thing. It's so bad. And, like, the Grail is basically this, like, spirit of this, like, Babylonian kid who was sacrificed, who's, like, the spirit of hatred. It's fucking awful. It's so bad. It's so bad.
I don't even know about that.
And it's still, like, not even... Oh, man, that moment is so much cooler in every other version. He gets fucking impaled. Like, it's so satisfying to see Gilgamesh, who's been this absolute bastard for so long, and then he just gets fucking just absolutely annihilated. Fucking knife in the head. And it's just like, here it's like, oh, I guess he's gone, whatever, fine, who cares? I don't care. Who cares?
No, I guess it's ending.
That's the nicest that's the nicest thing I can say about this, is that it ends.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh, it fucks up this ending so bad. Jesus. Like, again, it's not like the source material's, like, perfect or anything, but Jesus, it, like, understood the fundamentals of, like, satisfying narrative shit. Oh, God. My battle is finished.
Yeah, okay, it's almost over.
参ったな。この世に未練はないが。リブ、私を頼む。知っての通り、頼りないやつだからな。
No regret.
This is my last resort.
I can't believe you. I can't believe you.
On what? On what, Morgan?
You went. August went from Metallica, and you took it to Papa Roach. You criminal. Go.
I could take criminal to Eminem. Do you want me to do that?
No, I don't want you to do that.
Because I'm a criminal.
Criminal, subliminal, liminal.
Yeah, there it is. There's the lyrical miracle, subliminal miracle, spherical.
Oh no.
Wow, it's flashing back to shit that didn't happen.
I was gonna say.
It's like Sakura, who has not been in this movie. Taiga, who has not been in this movie. Shiro's friend from school, not in this movie. Rin's hot friend who's on the athletic team, not in this movie. Here I am explaining the character arc that I didn't have.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Morgan is just right, and like, this is for no one.
I can't imagine who this is. If it's not for me, it's for no one. Absolutely. Fucking no one. Wow, is that it?
Yep.
That really it?
That's it.
God damn.
Comedy.
You know, I will at least say, for as many problems as the rest of this franchise has, it is at least bad in more interesting ways. But hold on. The dragon, that's in the show, and I'm gonna look that up immediately.
All right, I'm gonna film my reactions to the dragon to go along with this.
Okay, Fate, Stay Night, CG Dragon. It actually completes. Yeah, let's go. Oh god, oh, the sex scene is with Saber. That's why it's awful. Oh, it's so awful. I hate it so much.
What?
Yeah. The Fate Stay Night vanilla route is terrible.
It's dumb.
It's bad. No,
Why?
actually, Heaven's Feel is better. Fuck it. The fan service route's better. Here we go. Into my non-existent cleavage. Here it is. Oh no, here it comes. Oh wait, the music! They put in Guile's theme!
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that's not in the original show.
No.
I love that it is here though.
Let's see it.
Here it comes. I'm so happy. You all have no idea. Like what even? Like this is a sex metaphor.
Like the dolphin didn't make any sense.
Nope. Here it is! Oh no! Oh my god! Oh, it's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Oh no, it's worse than I remember.
This is like...
Oh!
This looks like the Spawn movie with John Leguizamo. Martin Sheen was in that movie. That'd be a great zoom.
Oh god, what in the fuck is happening? This is the worst.
Getting your arm bitten off. It's like,
Oh no. Oh, because the magic circuits. This is the sex scene, guys. He's plowing Saber while this happens. That's just that is the most unbelievable part. I don't believe that Shiro can have sex with Saber. Just impossible.
I don't believe Shiro has a penis.
She's a Ken doll.
Yep.
Also, Saber had a canonical relationship with Guinevere. She's gay. Let her be gay, Type Moon.
All right.
Oh, that was awful.
So,
oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop the recording right there.
Oh my God.
I think that should be enough to go off.